Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, quick recap, I do videos about all things homeschool and travel, which has become one of our favorite joys and a love of mine, and to share it with my kids. So today's video will be sharing our preschool curriculum. I know preschool, you don't really have a curriculum. We do things a little bit more laid back, but I do use a little bit of my father's world. But starting off with the like a little more fun stuff, and then I'll get into a little bit more of the I guess curriculum type. It's eclectic. Forewarning, I'm picking and choosing a little bit of everything that has worked from all of my kids thus far, because we will be having a 5th grader, 1st grader, kindergartner, and preschool. So first, we have our Play-Doh, and we have some of our animals. They come apart, and then they have to put them together. We got a sheep and a pig, and a horse and a cow. So this kind of goes with our farm animal theme that I will kind of show you later on in the video. We have, let's see if you can see, I have blocks. I got these blocks from my father's world is where I got these blocks. So we use those to just kind of hang out and play. And the farm animals, it's a little bit more of the theme this year is kind of like on the farm, if you will. And it goes along with our science. Everything's just outdoor. I always keep these little hands-on pinchers for things because I think it's really good for fine motor skills and just some hand-eye coordination, and they just like to use these. So I always have one of these lying around. Keyword is lying around, not put back in their proper spot. So I have these little stickers. They came, I'm not really sure, they came with something that we got from our curriculum. And it's just little animals. So she can do some paper with crayons. She can do her little stickers. She can do her blocks. She can do her Play-Doh. And some of her favorites are puzzles. There's lots of different ones. I got these from Amazon, and she just truly loves puzzles. This is sort of a step-up puzzle. It's a little bit more challenging for her because the other one she just breezes through. So these are what they look like. And then underneath, if you see, the same picture is already there, so she knows what piece technically needs to go where. So there's a few. I think there's like 1, 2, I want to say like 5 or 6 of these. She absolutely loves puzzles. Puzzles might be her favorite thing to do. So this year, we're going to be doing my father's world. It's all aboard the animal train, which goes along with sort of the farm theme. I have used this this will be the 3rd child I've used it for. The only one I didn't use this for is my oldest. And it tells you, everything's planned out. It says preschool for 2s and 3s, and she will be almost 3 when we start. So they have units. There are 12 units. And your day, here's just doing your best, week 36. Day 1 is puppets. You have music that goes with it, and a book that goes with it. You have worksheets, and I will show you the worksheets next. I have them sitting next to me. You make a greeting card. You read in one of the books, and this is what a lesson looks like. And then if you flip over, here's your doing your best additional activities. But it does break some of them down. Let's see. Just kidding. And we'll go to the front. Here we go. Here's a better one. This is the starting of Unit 2. The Unit 2's theme is obedience, and says, I obey your law. And the color for this unit is black, and that's what she will be focusing on. It's really about colors and numbers, not about letters. So it says, before you begin, this is your first page, and it tells you everything that you're going to need. And if you flip to the next page, we have, it says week 4 of obedience, together time and story time activities. Here's what you're going to be doing, and here are all your notes. So whatever it says up here, it's probably going to tell you what it is down here. Like down here, it says pretend to be black bears. And so I believe it's 2 weeks of each unit. You can see we've had it for a little bit because someone got a hold of a pen and wrote all over it. So this is the all aboard the animal train. And again, this is the 3rd child we're using it for. It breaks each unit into 2 weeks. Usually, my kids get bored on the 2nd week of the same stories that are repeated. And so we almost do 1 unit. We can almost fit 2 days of work into 1 day because my kids like the stories, and we usually sometimes just do, we just have it. And so whatever time it tells us to do, we just kind of double up on it, or sometimes we skip a day. But at the end of the 2nd ish week, my kids are just over the same stories that they've heard for 3 weeks. So we kind of move on from that. So these are what they call the student sheets. So quite a few. But what's really nice is they're really, really thick, like cardstock paper. It's not flimsy paper. So that also adds on to it. So these you can get. What I like is that obviously the teacher one is, obviously you can keep it for each year. And then every year you can go back for every student and order these. I want to say it's like $47, almost $50 for each, but still, you know, it's reusable, but these are not. So at the beginning, it always has this that you're supposed to like lay out. It tells you you're supposed to have cleanup time, together time, surprise time. It wants you to take a few of the toys that they have and put them in bins, and then you alternate on the tubs of what they're supposed to play with. We did that 1 year. And I just have the toys kind of together, and they get to go in and pick out what they want to play with. And then we have story time and outside time, which usually is in the afternoon. Oh, see, here are your cards for your surprise time. I actually had cut these off last time, and I laminated them, and I went to the dollar store and got the little mini storage tubs, and I just taped them on so that we could keep them all together. And then I had these the animal train posters. We've had these up for so long. They were around my bulletin board, but since I remodeled my schoolroom, I actually haven't put them back up. They have a My Storytime book. I'm not going to lie, we've never used it. I think I did it for one kid, and they never wanted to look through it or care about it, so we just kind of skipped that step. But here is week 1. Let's see. So week 1, there's 4 sheets. This is the first sheet of each week, or each unit. You're going to get this sheet. And it says, God loves us, so love God and others. And you're going to just kind of hang it up at your bulletin board or somewhere in your room that's with it. And each day that they do things, they get to add to it. Like, here's what they're going to be adding to it. So it might be, if they're learning the color red, you're going to take one of these red ones. They get to cut it out and glue it and post it to their poster, because that's what we're learning is the color red. They get to see it. We're also learning about, I guess, the animal for the week is a rabbit. So they have 2. So you get to cut the extra one out and glue it here. So then you'll have your red square and your rabbit on your poster for the week. And the number is 1. So you're also going to glue your number 1. And these are not all going to be done at the same time, but every day slowly, each week you're going to kind of add to this, I believe. And they just kind of hangs up, and it's kind of fun to glance and be like, oh, look, there's red. There's the number 1. What's our animal? What is this? A rabbit? or bunny, whatever we're calling it. So this is the first thing that they're always going to do. And it looks like they have a sheet that they can color. And then here's their poem. It says, I am a rabbit. And it's a little sweet poem about the rabbit. And then here is the number 1 that they are learning. And you know, I've gone into week 2 now. I apologize. So week 2 is just one of those sheets. So then, you know, you're already into week 3, and it's the musical color walk red, which is actually fun. And they get to make this little card, and that is the whole, that's that whole kind of unit for that one. It's not that many pages, but it's just thicker paper, so it looks like it. And the history kind of repeats itself. It's the same layout. So on week 8, she's doing week 3, and then she's going to review her red that we learned in the first week in week 1 and 2, and then now she's on to black. So it's a little bit of like it will kind of connect the dots and re-bring in the colors together. So that is all the way up. There's 36 weeks of this, should be. Let me double check that. Yep, there are 36 weeks. That's what I thought. Again, if you've seen any of my other videos, we're trying to do it in 30 weeks, get it all done. Shouldn't be a problem because that just means 6 weeks extra. And we have 2 wiggle room weeks, so really 4 weeks. But I already said that we kind of move through this pretty quickly usually. So I don't see why those 4 weeks should be an issue. So that is it for the My Father's World. I have the books that go with it. It's just there's like a Margaret Wise Treasury book, I believe, is who is the author. We have that upstairs in our bookcase, and I'll just grab that. And some of the other books were like, we have The Fuzzy Duckling, Baby Animals, and Old MacDonald Had a Farm. And these are just the small, thin ones, and we kind of read through those as well. I have 2 other books from The Good and the Beautiful, which is What Can You Do, Kangaroo? Actually, and this one is from, this is The Good and the Beautiful, gosh, I'm getting so confused on my tongue twisters here. My Father's World. This was the Dinner at the Panda Palace. This is probably most of my kids' favorite book in this curriculum out of all of them. So they really enjoy that one because it's counting through it. Everybody keeps coming into the restaurant and they keep finding a chair, and we keep counting all of them. So they like that. And then I believe this was Master Books, maybe? Or this really was My Father's World. I cannot remember. If so, I'll post it in a comment below if I think about it. But this was My Father's World. This is the On the Farm. It's a book that I bought extra. Did not come with the curriculum down there. And it's all about the farm, like I said, with our animals. And here's some of the pages. But what's cool about this is it came with a gigantic farm, a barn, and then it came with like a farm jeep, and it came with little animals and 2 little, like the little people, but it's not that brand, but it's the size and what it looks like. And then little fences to put your animal in, and the truck can drive into the barn if it wants. That goes with it. And I already had some of the animals, and my daughter really have already gotten her hands on it, so we'll continue to use that. And we got the Baby Farm Animals book. So we have lots of little quick, easy books. And sometimes if we can't get to them during our lessons because I need to get to my other kids, we do these during quiet time, or a lot of times we do evening reading upstairs in my bed or the kids' bed or wherever we are. And we do them before bedtime. We do a lot of our reading. And then it did come with some posters. It says, God listens when I pray. It says, God made the animals and me. So it's just got little It's called the Fun on the Farm by My Father's World. So we have those really quick, easy. And then if we get through this curriculum pretty quickly, or it's not, My Father's World is like not her jam, which I think it will be because she's pretty hands-on and a little wild. I have this leftover master books that I did not order this year. I've just had it laying around, and it's stepping stones. If we do this, it won't be until mid-year probably, because we'll be done with the other stuff, and because it's a little bit more advanced, she's not ready for it. It does some scissor cutting, and this is sort of what it looks like. It's a lot more reading and listening, but you get to, like, here's an example. You get to cut out the animals and glue them on this page. So it's a little bit more tactile. Here is color the bees blue and the C's red. And on the back, it tells you some of the skills. It says matching shadows, animal sorts, parts of a book, healthy food choices, which I really like, textures, shapes and colors, types of weather, differences, physical coordination, scissor skills, the ability to retell, opposites, go and do, and a few more things. And it's really a good book. Here's, like, this says an answer key, but this will at least give you a view of other multiple pages at once. So this is a little bit, I would say, young 3 to 4 maybe. So she can either do it if she's ready mid-year maybe, or the end of this year, or she can do it next year for her preschool. I think it's made more for preschool, but again, master books for my children are, I think, a little behind. So we tend to use them a little earlier. So this is just a go with the flow extra book I had lying around, and I hate throwing away good curriculum. So we have this if she needs be. So quick overview, it's really about farm and being outside, which is going to go great with our science unit. I'm sorry, not our unit, but our curriculum, our whole year curriculum. And we are using possibly master books, like I just showed you, the stepping stones, maybe, but mainly it's going to be My Father's World for preschool and then usually pre-K. That is what we're going to be doing because she's only 2, maybe, well, she'll be 3 once we really start. So we will be starting with this, and I think she's going to love it. Please let me know when y'all plan to start some of your preschool, maybe later, maybe some kids earlier. I know every kid is kind of different. Again, I know this might seem like a lot of stuff and overwhelming, but it is more of a where is her interest and things are available if she wants to do them. This is not the 2 or 3-year-old must sit down at the table for 2 hours. This is a very quick, like 10, 15 minutes, maybe 30 if she's really into it, a day, 4 days a week, no pressure. And I think she's going to do great. So let me know what age y'all's kids are starting and what y'all have found that really works for your younger crew. Up next, I will be doing our family subjects, which we have a history and science, and I haven't decided if I'm going to do one video for each or both. Originally, I planned to do just one video for both of them, but I think our science is so kind of exciting that I might just do a separate video for that so that it's not a really long video, kind of just break it up a little bit. But thanks for watching, and this is everything for our upcoming 2004-2005 school year. And thanks for watching. Bye.